Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota 4Runner TRD Off Road in the color blue. Let's take a look. Starting up front here, underneath the hood, we have a 4-liter V6 engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 270 horsepower, 278 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds, payload up to 1,700. Up front, LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Then underneath your rear logo is your front-facing camera. Along to the side here, we have the 17-inch alloy wheels, factory running boards. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring, as well as additional cameras underneath, contributing to the surround view camera effect. As you move back, your rear windows all come with factory tinting, and on your rear columns you have your TRD Off-Road trim level badge. Up top here, we have black roof rails. Approaching the back, on the bottom is where you'll find your hitch receiver and your spare mounted underneath. Then, of course, you have the 4Runner logo all the way across the back. Underneath this is the backup camera. To open up your rear space, reach underneath the logo next to the camera, press the button, and lift upwards. Inside, your second row seating has a 40-20-40 split, which means that this middle section is able to work independently from either side. You can release this by releasing this little handle you have right here underneath your rear headrest. Otherwise, it will act as a 60-40 split, which means that you'll have a smaller side versus the larger side, which encompasses your middle console space. You can release this by releasing the little trigger buttons on the top outside corners of your seats in order to lay them down flat to extend your cargo space forward into the cab. Across the back, we have your interior cargo cover. This extends outwards, locks into place on your little locks on either side, helps to keep private everything you keep stored in your rear space so that nobody can look in through your rear windows and see what you have stored. Plenty of storage room all throughout here. We also have these little tie-down hooks you can find at each one of the four corners. Currently we have the 4Runner, both the rubber and carpeted mats, stored in the back here waiting for installation. On the right we have some other accessories such as your trailer hitch. Then we have on here your various options for charging and storage capacity. On the left-hand side, you'll be able to find this little false wall. Behind this guy is where you'll find your toolkit for your spare. To close it up back here, you can reach up to your handles on either side, or just use the fabric strap on the right, pull everything down, and push it back into starting position. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside, your interior upholstery is the black leatherette with red stitching. You can see if you look really closely, it gives a nice bit of contrast. On your front headrest, you'll also find the logos embroidered on the headrest itself. You can take a look at that when we get up front. Looking downwards in here, we have access to the folding down armrest/cup holders. Of course, this can easily fold away to increase your seating capacity. Looking forward, on the back of your front passenger and front driver's seats, you have these mesh pouch storages. Back of the console, you have your air vents and chargers down below. And then in your door, you have two different levels of storage, and then your power window control up front. Then if you look at either one of your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside your driver's door, we've got power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system. Then both of your front seats have power adjustable seating, back, front, up, down, lumbar support. You've got your hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Above that, you've got the trigger for the surround view cameras. If you give that a press, your infotainment will turn to that look one more time to change perspectives, and a third time to go back to your normal infotainment display. Next to that, you have the power controls for the 400-watt AC 120-volt and 100-watt power outlet. Then you have the defrost for your rear windshield wiper blade, automatic headlamps, your dash brightness, and side mirror controls. Hop up here and take a look at the steering wheel. Black leather with black stitching. Then the left-hand side controls for your radio, volume, and hands-free communication. Right-hand side, you have controls for the dash display up top. And then you have your cruise control down below, including the adaptions for the fully adaptive driving, which includes the sonar and lane departure. Up top is where you've got your clock, 4 ways, and then in the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at the customizable home screen. Under that is your menu. So in here, you have your destination, audio, phone, app, projection, info, display on the bottom corner, and then your setup. In the setup is all of your specifics, so everything from Bluetooth, audio, phone, nav, your data driving, your traffic, clock language, customizing the home screen, theme, color settings, etc. Audio listening includes AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Then you've got USB adapters all throughout. Right hand side, you've got all of your radio controls, tune scroll on the bottom right, volume control on the bottom left. Next to this is your push start ignition, heated steering wheel controls, and then in the middle is the climate control center. Dual climate control up front here, so at the moment it is synced up, so everything will work in unison. But if you turn on the dual setting, it will allow each side to work independent from each other. You've also got defrost for front and rear windshield, as well as your side mirrors. Under that is all of your storage cubbies. You've got your USB and 12-volt adapters, 2-wheel 4-high and 4-low controls, storage and cup holders. You've got your TRD gear shift. Behind that, you have your heated steering wheel dial controls here, and then you have your control for your power rear window. We can take a look at that in action. Press the button in to have it roll downward, pull the button up to have it roll back up. You can also stop it at any point along the way to suit your personal preference. Great little feature for giving you a little extra airflow in the cab space, or for giving you a bit of extra room in case whatever cargo you have just doesn't quite fit in the back. Up top is where you have all of your off-roading and downhill assist different settings. You've got your traction control, 8-track rear diff lock, 1, 2, and 3 are garage door openers. You've got SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and the controls for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota 4Runner TRD Off Road in the color blue. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.